yet over-delivers. It is truly the Mercedes-Benz of sports sedans. The 2021 C-Class, starting at just $41,600.
Wow, that's a low price. Oh, that's a low price.
Oh, that is a low price.
What's a low price?
Oh, that's a low price. Can you let me shop? That's a low price.
I'm kind of kidding.
At Amazon, anytime is a good time to save.
It's not the truck you drive, or the uniform you wear, the people you inspire, or the sacrifices you make. The greatest part of being a hero is the impact you have every single day. We thank you.
Our house seemed like a dream come true. Great character, great neighborhood.
Until Mrs. Cashman started feeding the neighborhood cats.
All the cats. We need to move right now.
With Rocket Mortgage, we can adjust our home loan options in real time.
Customize our monthly payment, down payment, and closing costs.
Please?
And no cats.
It was a catastrophe.
Just no.
When you need control over your home loan, Rocket can.
I remember the extra ranch.
Good. How'd everything else go?
What else?
Picking our child up?
Cool. I will be right back.
You know you want that sauced and tossed Wingstop where flavor gets its wings.
You booked a spacious Verbo summer home with a pool big enough for the most epic cannonballs. But the thing they'll remember forever, the first of many vacations with their nephew. The time for getting back together is now. Find it on Verbo.
What starts here creates leaders and sparks our future. What starts here lights our way. What starts here leads to answers to the world's toughest problems. What starts here builds opportunity and lifts up our communities. What starts here feeds the soul. What starts here changes the world. The University of Texas at Austin.
This halftime report is presented by Mercedes EQ.
Can Hudson Card in Texas get something going in the second half?
Pig.
You're calling. Everyone's calling the Hogs.
I like Arkansas.
Okay, we called the Hogs from the set. Find out second half coming up next.
We gonna watch these here horns get turned down. Only reason I'm doing this is so I can watch my buddy Ironman2412 _ to be a happy little person because he's a Texas fan.
Finally, the perfect.
Right. But I think I've aged you well. Some might say perfect.
Who's ready to show who's the cheesiest?
Cheez-It, official sponsor of the college football playoff.
We did it again. Verizon has been named America's most reliable network by RootMetrics. And our customers rated us #1 for network quality in America, according to J.D. Power. #1 in reliability, 16 times in a row. Most awarded for network quality, 27 times in a row. Proving once again that nobody builds networks like Verizon. That's why we're building 5G right. That's why there's only one best network.
When Texas A&M put me forward for the SEC Professor of the Year, I was quite honored because I was competing against faculty at these fantastic schools. It was really quite shocking when I won it. I'm proud of everything that I've achieved, but it's largely due to the students. We each contribute intellectually, translating some of those technologies that we've developed to impact society. So to me, this is the top 1 or 2 honors I've ever achieved, and so I'm just really thankful.
Introducing 48 square centimeters of 2% cashback earning potential. This is the card built for real life. The new Wells Fargo Active Cash Visa credit card, that's real life ready.
feature of Babylist is I want something from this store, from this one, oh, and from that store, and you can put it all into one and say, here it is, here's my registry.
The gang's all here.
College football prime time, presented by Subway. Joe Tessitore, Greg McElroy, Katie George here in Fayetteville, where we've got a game that's got the past, the present, the future, all converging on a Saturday night. And Arkansas leads number 15, 16-zip. First half stats are brought to you by PlayStation. A Johnson touchdown and 3 Cam Little field goals is how we've arrived here. Look at the total yards, 228 to 78.
Just so dominant by this Arkansas defense. I mean, so good for the entire 30 minutes of that first half.
Texas is going to have a chance to answer right away because they will get the ball to start this second half. Greg, Texas has been in Arkansas territory only one time tonight. One time they've crossed the 50-yard line. They only have 3 first downs.
And it's because right now that defensive line for Arkansas is giving them the business. And it's against favorable looks. If you look at it, how many defenders are in the box? There's 5 guys in the box. That's a favorable run look. And yet, look, one of the best running backs in college football can't do anything if he's getting stopped before the line of scrimmage. Same thing here. 5 guys in the box. Doesn't matter. You allow Henry to run through. And then how about the pass rush? My goodness, 3 guys rushing the passer. They get home against Hudson Card. They have got to be able to hold up against these Razorback defensive linemen.
Bijan Robinson is going to try to get this second half started. Katie.
Well, guys, one thing we know about Sark, he doesn't panic or change his demeanor whether his team is up or down. He told his offense to settle in. He felt like they were very anxious in the first 2 quarters. He said Hudson was dropping his eyes while receivers were dropping passes. There were some missed blocks as well, so he challenged this group to play calm and clean football.
2nd and 7. They go with an inside screen. I mean, this Arkansas front is flying around. Whittington had no chance at all.
Yeah, and that was a beautiful play there by Grant Morgan. One of the most productive tacklers in the SEC. Just feeling that tunnel screen on the left. And then obviously rallying quickly and beating the lineman to the spot. Drop the wide receiver for a minimal gain.
6 tackles for loss. 3rd and 8. Yet to convert a 3rd down tonight. Hudson Card goes underneath, short of the line to make to Whittington, and they will be punting yet again.
Right now, Barry Odom's just a couple steps ahead of Steve Sarkisian. That time, just a 3-man rush along the defensive line, dropping 8 into coverage, and you see the frustration with Sark. They got to be more efficient on 1st and 2nd down because 3rd and behind the sticks, way too many defenders in coverage for the Razorbacks to get good yardage.
Their 5th 3 and out. He takes a bounce, and it'll be down. Katie?
Well, Tess, I asked Sam Pittman why he didn't feel the need to dip into the transfer portal to bring in another quarterback at the end of the season. His answer, I'm a loyal person. It's hard to tell KJ you believe in him, you trust him, he's your guy, and then you bring someone else in. Pittman said, I know I'm paid to win football games, but this is my last job. I'm doing it the way I want to do it, and if it costs me my job, then it costs me my job. I'd rather do that than lose my integrity. Pittman kept his word, and KJ Jefferson said that it meant the whole world to him.
And Katie, I love the story he told us about, hey, they were bussing up to Missouri last year, and on that ride, they were actually talking to a quarterback in the transfer portal. And then KJ went out and played a great game. Felipe Franks was hurt. So then on the ride home, they called that transfer quarterback and said, don't you worry. We got our guy. We feel good about our guy. KJ Jefferson has now guided his team to this lead against Texas. Texas defense with Brockermeyer getting the job done against Traylon Smith.
KJ's done a great job tonight. Last week, not a great performance. Didn't throw it very accurately. looked nervous, looked uncomfortable. Feet didn't have the sense of urgency necessary to play at a really high level. But if there's one thing he has, man, he's got wheels. And in the open field, if you can get him in space, he's a real problem for opposing defenses. So I think the plan's been good tonight, and he's responded to the challenge and has performed really well against a solid Texas defense.
Texas starting cornerback Josh Thompson is down, so we will take a short break.
We've heard rumors that some men survived. Is that true?
I know what I saw. Those people will jump at anything that has a whiff of conspiracy. So you'd better be sure.
No one can hide forever when the whole world's looking.
Why? The Last Man. Streaming September 13th. Exclusively FX on Hulu.
If Mark, Mr. Cartoon Machado, didn't have the fighting spirit to draw out his passion, he never would have turned chrome into a canvas. If he let a lack of tools stop him, he never would have started tattooing using a homemade machine. And if he listened to those who said you need an art degree, he never would have perfected the street look that made him a street legend. That's the fighting spirit. That's what makes a lion. Modelo, root for those with a fighting spirit.
You know what sounds better than a sizzling single bacon king from Burger King? Mix or matching any of these great sandwiches. Buy one, get one for $1? Now featuring the single bacon king.
Shh. Before, they would have heard me taking the car.
Before, I didn't have an app that showed me when she was taking the car. Before, the chance of an SUV handling more like a hot hatch? None.
You won't know a world before electric.
Before it can change the world, it has to change yours. The all-new, all-electric Volkswagen ID4.
Lion! Ah, yes, the king of the jungle. Time for a Red Bull. Red Bull? Still, you'll never be...
He was recovered. Texas A&M still down 7-3. That goes out and then to Isaiah Spiller, 18-yard touchdown.
Yeah, and A&M's supposed to be one of those teams that we've talked about, has a chance to challenge Alabama and SEC. They haven't looked great to begin this season. Does he get in?
Because $1 from every Shaq-a-Roni goes to charity. That's pizza with a purpose.
Are you ready for all the fans to come back and cheer as one?
Just imagine there were 70,000 of me.
Glad you're with us watching the SEC on ESPN. Remember, we said this is about the past, the rivalry, the present, the now, and the future of when they will be SEC rivals again. You know, this is 17 years to the day of Texas's last visit here to Fayetteville. Of course, they had Vince Young and Cedric Benson back then. Oh, what a play! Intercepted!
Why? The Last Man. Streaming.
These great
Texas's last visit here to Fayetteville. Of course, they had Vince Young and Cedric Benson back then. Oh, what a play! Intercepted! Longhorns! Foster with the pick.
Come hit me up on Twitch. Same thing, Impulse JF. Let's fucking get it lit, man. You like football? Let's talk football. Let's do something. I got 97 people in here. Let's talk some football, and we can minimize this screen a little bit. I can run it, maybe, but we need to run some football, and I want to talk some football. If you got YouTube, sub as much as you can. Do what you can. Do the same thing on Twitch. Let's get my Twitch lit the fuck up. I need to hit affiliate, and I love talking football. We can debate football, see where people stand, and let's fucking do it.
Remember we said moments ago, they've only been in...
Let's see these Longhorns come back and win. Let's see it.
To take advantage.
I don't think so. Bijan though, Bijan is fucking nasty. That's
22-yard line, tackled by Bumper Pool, who comes in.
You a Texas fan, Brian?
After he had to sit out the first half because
of
a
Diesel
targeting call last week.
This will be come back.
Everybody's over there.
I got a buddy, man. He's a huge Texas fan.
One-hander, tap to himself, interception. Robinson now, first down.
Yeah, hard-nosed football. He got to. He got to.
A little bit of misdirection, a little bit of counter action right there. They go with a weak side counter. Nice strong run from Bijan Robinson. He's able to split it just a little bit. Not big play there, but man, those are the body blows that start to take their toll.
Y'all got Twitch. Hit me up on Twitch also. I ain't running live on there, but once this possibly might get shut down.
Johnson gets the call. And Johnson.
Hell yeah, that's great. I'm a Georgia fan. Y'all beat the shit out of us in the damn off season.
By Texas. He's one of the best defensive backs in all of college football. Second 7. Card being chased. Card spinning and then wrapped up at the 10-yard line. It'll be third down and 5.
Card reeling a little bit as he got to his feet.
No, Robin, I agree with you 100%. Texas is going to lose to Arkansas like this right now. They might not want to continue with 2025.
Third down tonight.
This TD right here.
3rd and 5 out of the backfield.
Oh, almost caught it.
Johnson, it's going to be first and goal.
A&M, man, I don't know about A&M. They had their couple of years with Johnny football. That's about it.
The field, eyes working all the way from the left.
If you're in here, hit me up, man. Impulse JF.
Back to the right. As you see
hit the sub. You know, I'll give you much as I can. If I know how it is not having shit done.
I formation on 1st and goal. Robinson.
Bijan!
Straight ahead.
Yes, sir.
Texas is on the board.
Oh, it took half the game and then some.
That's the guy who put him in position. B.J. Foster made that great interception. Went up with one hand, tipped the ball, picked it off, and then that offense said, let's go get it. And they did.
We'll do much as we can to keep this up and running. We'll do much as we can. Let's hear y'all's comments. You know, let's hear it. You got me pulled up. Let's hear it. Think Bijan's going to carry them to the next dub? The biggest question probably is Texas defense. Can we see Texas defense stand up? We going to see anything like that? I don't think we'll see Texas defense. I just don't see it. That's what they're known for. Have any of y'all seen the booty? Booty. The defense is booty. Jalen Hurts. You ain't no Jalen. You ain't no Jalen Hurts. We'll bring it back up as soon as the commercials and stuff get down. I'm talking about the history of Texas. It's Big 12 defense. Biden sucks, exactly. Trump 2020, baby. Charles, appreciate the sub, buddy. Fuck Biden. Fuck his administration. If you don't like it, you can dip out. I don't care. I ain't saying Trump was the best, but he's the best in my lifetime and probably about 3 generations in front of me. A small town folk got to do something. You know what I mean? I know Tennessee's governor said they can shove that enforcement with the hunter employees. They can shove it up their ass. Hit that sub if you're in here. There's 157 of you. Jump in and hit that sub. I'll do what I can to provide y'all, you know, a little bit of football. We'll commentate. We'll talk back and forth. I like having football talk, man. What? What, Denzel? Oh, I done lost 3 viewers. Impeached? That man ain't... The administration around that motherfucker ain't gonna fucking allow that.
College football primetime, presented by Subway, is brought to you by Allstate. Save money like a champion with Allstate.
Hit that sub, baby.
Try the grilled chicken club sandwich today.
This place is rocking, and it's packed. Arkansas playing a top 15 team at home in a non-conference game. Haven't done that since they lost to USC back in 2006. They've got a 9-point advantage on number 15 Texas, but Texas just found something with the kickoff and then the Robinson touchdown. Sanders on the return, stretching to the 19. Let's go to studio with Matt.
All right, guys, time now for our celebration moment, brought to you by Allstate. Once down, 14-0. Parker White, South Carolina, game-winning field goal as time expires. How about Shane Beamer and the Gamecocks? They get the win on the road, 20-17.
Shane Beamer, who's already off to a good start recruiting for South Carolina, feels like he's got some of the big pieces in place to try to rebuild things there in Columbia. See how Jefferson responds. He's going to call a timeout.
This is an important play for Arkansas, too. I mean, this is one that we used to have on our card called a G-Bot. Get back on track. Quarterback just made a bad decision. So what does Kendall Browse go back to get KJ Jefferson feeling good again? A G-Bot play.
Supposed to be 2025 even.
Find something in there he's comfortable with, whether it's an easy completion or a run that he feels good about. But you got to get your quarterback back into the game after the mistake he just made that led to the Longhorn points.
A Week 1 NFL Sunday.
Is it 2023, Jalen?
Eastern with the Countdown Crew on ESPN, of course.
Last time I seen it was 2025.
Patrick Mahomes sitting down with his former teammate Alex Smith, and a look at what could be Aaron Rodgers' last dance in Green Bay. All the breaking news, all the injuries, the previews, everything you need on Countdown starting at 10 a.m. Eastern. Johnson, nothing there. Great pursuit down the line. Ojimo and Overshown coming in on the tackle.
I really like the intensity that the Texas defense is playing with already. Not a ton of snaps on defense so far this half because they've made the most of them, but man, they are flying around. Most notably, number 0.
Texas was supposed to play Alabama, I think 2024, and then Georgia 2025 and 2026.
Jefferson, tons of time downfield, wide open, and into the
That's that Texas defense I'm telling you about.
Pass pro by Johnson.
Gotta stop that. Can't do that. Nope.
For 44 yards.
And you're right. Diesel, that's 100% it. Money. I'm gonna be honest. Jalen, he's right.
Dominic Johnson had a 5-yard touchdown in the first half, and now...
Oh, yeah, secondary's always been ass.
Well, give him a bone because he just saved a life, man. How about the throw? We'll go back a second. He cleans up that pressure off the left-hand side, keeps his quarterback's jersey clean. Now they give it back to him.
Well, now they're giving him work. And his quarterback...
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
And it's first and goal, Hogs.
What a sequence there from Dominique Johnson. The outstanding block, the great run on consecutive runs. Man, that was a thing of beauty there from the sophomore tailback. Unbelievable pickup in protection.
Angelio, I got you, buddy.
Carries to secure momentum.
Hey, let's
close to the end zone.
lay down on the ground, Texas. Make sure they slow down the momentum. I'm hurt. I'm hurt.
The middle linebacker starter.
Let's slow them down. They're getting a good grind. Probably should have done that first quarter.
How about that sequence? You were talking about a get back on track. My man went dagger. He didn't go.
Yo, hit me up on, sub to my YouTube. I do what I can.
By his wide receiver was excellent, but it was all made possible because of the protection by his running back, man. You got that blindside pressure, and you just had your life saved by your outstanding back, and then you reward him with a couple nice carries there as he got close to the end zone.
And Johnson just went for 12 yards and is first and goal. That ball is cresting the 6-yard line. So as soon as Texas gets right back into the game, they get the interception, they get the touchdown. Don't blink, because the Hogs went right down the field. Traylon Smith comes in at running back.
I'm running the ball here if I'm Arkansas, man. I want to pound it as best I can.
And that's what they'll do. Reaching out for that goal line, coming up just short. The second and goal from the 1.
Run the same exact play, and I do it quickly.
Trying to go up and over and in.
This is sad. What defense?
Good surge initially from the Texas Longhorns. Well, T'Vondre Sweat actually won, beat up Ricky Stromberg, the center, but Smith would not be denied going vertical.
They've been in the red zone 4 times. They've scored 4 times. 23-7.
I'm a little worried more about Texas. I mean, Arkansas. Hell, so Arkansas might be back. I don't think they ever had anything. Hell. They've been saying they've been back since, what, 2011? I wouldn't say Arkansas's been good since 2014, honestly. They've been all right. It had some time of the years, where they dropped. Don't be breaking no damn window, Jalen. Don't be doing it. No. I ain't gonna lie. I've punched my damn chair before. That was Georgia, Alabama. That hurt. The second go around. We back.
On the return. All right, so Barry Odom, the defensive coordinator for Arkansas, has been lauded tonight by his head coach and by us for what he's done to this Texas offense. He's held them to 110 total yards, 50 passing. Well, he went up against Sark and that great Alabama offense last year. Yeah, Alabama dominated, I get it, but look at the numbers he did against that team.
What does that tell you? I mean, that group offensively was an absolute juggernaut until they came here. And yes, they gave up some plays in special teams, and Devontae Smith went off, and special teams returned a punt to the house. But Barry Odom did his job. He was off the charts good, and has been again tonight.
Look at this. I mean, look at that. How good is the SEC at night? Card, play action, setting up, downfield, open is Worthy, and it was to the right of him. Worthy can fly, and Card had a chance, but they couldn't connect.
That's the second time now that Hudson Card on a real deep throw downfield, the ball's drifted just a little to his right. He's got to make that adjustment. The further you throw, the more it's going to drift. As it comes off your hand as a right-handed passer, think about the revolutions. It's rotating clockwise. Well, the momentum of those rotations will take the ball and tail it just a little bit. He's got to throw and aim left to allow that ball to adjust.
Second and 10. Time again, deep again, and incomplete again. Joshua Moore was the intended target.
Same exact thing. The throw just drifting a little to the right on the deep ball. As you
They're 1 of 8 on third down swing. 1 of 8. Third and 10. Card on the run, and that's a nice, accurate throw to Moochie Dixon for a first down. This kid can throw on the run.
He's a great athlete. That was really nicely done. Threw it low to his wide receiver. Good job stepping up in the pocket. Had plenty of time, only a 3-man rush. Finding the wide out for the conversion.
First down, Texas. Bijan Robinson patient and then finds just enough of a crease to make his way to the 40-yard line.
You're Hudson Card and you're Steve Sarkisian, man. Shoot or shoot. Keep getting those guys open downfield. He's going to hit one. He's going to make that adjustment. But also remember who's the bell cow in this operation. It's number 5. Anytime he touches the football, that's a good thing for you offensively. So continue to lean on the run game and then take a chance on play action when that safety creeps up.
And here is the play action, but Card's got to extend the play. That was right on the hands of Whittington. The third down and 4. Isaiah Nichols was bringing the pressure on Hudson Card. Card leaked out to the right, and now he's got to deal with this crowd again as Steve Sarkisian calls this third and 4.
Hit that sub, baby. We're going to run this place one game every weekend. Watch party on
And with that noise and with the pressure of a third down, they're going to use a timeout. Monday Night Football comes your way from Vegas. The Ravens are there. 8 Eastern and the ESPN app. Ravens and Raiders on Monday Night Football. This setting, this place, and they got momentum right away with the early lead. And these fans have been soaking it in. Boy, they went through some rough patches in recent years. But then that guy, the big man, Sam Pittman, came in, settled things down. By the way, not as big as he once was. Coach is looking good.
He's down 50 pounds.
Coach is all about the keto, isn't he?
He is.
He's also about his defense with Barry Odom. They have been top-notch tonight. And can they get a stop here? Or does Hudson Card have the answer on 3rd and 4? He's got time. He's going to tuck, run, and come up a yard short as 320-pound John Ridgway wrestled him down.
That's on your end, brother.
Wow, loves working for Coach Pittman.
On your end.
Stark leaving the offense on the field here. And it seems a little early, I think, to potentially go for it. Maybe go with a hard count, see if you can draw Arkansas off sides.
From his own 43, 4th and 1, Texas is going for it. Robinson, not even close. He was met in the backfield and just wrapped up. Hayden Henry surged in. Grant Morgan was right there too. And the Hogs with a turnover on downs. Barry Odom's defense on fire tonight.
Wow, these two guys unblocked, eyes in the backfield, and they make the play right here. Nothing they can do. Man, you look at Henry, comes in, that crown of the helmet. The crown of the helmet is what initiates the contact. Got to be careful. Oh my goodness, is that targeting? Of course, it can be initiated from up top.
Let's bring in our rules expert, John Perry.
You know, I'm right there with you. I do think it's targeting. I do think they needed to shut that play down and take a look at it. We're inconsistent with this rule.
And instead we play on. And KJ Jefferson with a quarterback run to the 36-yard line. John Perry says, Greg McElroy says targeting here.
Yeah, I mean, the crown of the helmet is what initiates the contact there from Henry. It's unbelievable play in the backfield. Very fortunate, though, that they didn't stop it and take a peek.
Sanders. And Sanders goes to the left side for a couple of yards, right about at that line to gain. Jacoby Jones with the tackle. So Texas goes for it on 4th down, comes up short. And here's Arkansas. 3rd and very short at the 32-yard line. Sanders again. It will be a 1st down Arkansas.
Yeah, and if I'm Kendall Briles the rest of this game, man, I honestly don't know if I put it in the air. I mean, I might run it every single down until Texas can prove to me that they can stop it. It's quarterback run. It's runs to the outside with Traylon Smith. It's runs up inside with Rocket Sanders. And then you get the 240-pound bell cow Johnson, number 20. He'll clean it up as you get close to the goal line, man. I would not take any unnecessary risk. I would just try to pound it and see if this Texas defense can hold in the front 7.
We're going for 6.4 per rush. KJ Jefferson, tons of time, goes to the far side, and he'll have a 1st down to 6'3" Warren Thompson. Transfer from Florida State, an 11-yard reception. Smith cuts back wide open and 9 yards. Time and again this run game of the Razorbacks.
It might be both sides of the ball. That might just be bad. Just might.
We're over 200 yards rushing.
I like me some Texas football. Yeah, if you see screen and you see Texas, there you go.
Empty. Let's see if they move Overshown out, because if they do, then it's quarterback run all day long.
And there it is. And the big man, K.J. Jefferson, will move those chains to a 1st and goal. Steve Sarkisian peeks up at the clock. He said, hey, we're under 4 minutes to go here in the 3rd. And these guys are running down our throats, staring at that scoreboard, hoping this deficit doesn't grow bigger.
Stay with it. This is critical for the Texas defense. Absolutely have to get off the field, forcing only 3 points. Massive sequence here. All out pressure look from Texas here. Let's see if they adjust. Looks like they're going to.
Now, Arkansas looking fucking good.
Here it comes.
Or
First
Texas
and goal.
looking really, really fucking bad. I don't know.
Jefferson gets free, and Jefferson is inside the 5.
Razorbacks coming out
Jamo
of space.
had to wrap him up.
Couple bad calls.
At some point, Pete Kwiatkowski knows, man, they're just going to give me a full dose of trying to run the ball, man. I got to dictate something. So I'm going to bring every single guy I have wearing a white jersey on a blitz or a pressure. Expect another look right here. They try to heat up K.J. Jefferson.
8th play of the drive after the turnover and downs that you questioned as a targeting call that should have been called. Corner of the end zone. There's a lot of contact, but it's incomplete. As Treylon Burks was covered by Anthony Cook. Crowd did not like that.
It was close. Some contact, but I like it. I think it's been physical all day. Pretty well thrown football.
Arkansas.
I'm okay with the no call there.
Good coverage by Anthony Cook.
Bijan's fucking talented.
Haven't had to ask much of Treylon Burks, the preseason first-team All-SEC wide receiver. Johnson is that meaty muscle back on 3rd and goal. And he gets the work here, but he is wrapped up at the line of scrimmage as Ford makes the tackle. Jalen Ford from Frisco, Texas, comes up with the tackle on 3rd down.
Massive for Texas there.
Sure was.
Absolutely massive. 7 might have put this thing out of reach. At least mentally, if nothing else. You know you had an answer when all the momentum was on the Arkansas side.
Been a perfect night for Cam Little. This is another short field goal from 22. He's made from 24, 24, 44, and now 22. He's got 4 field goals.
Tess Greg, this week college football is coming together to recognize the important role of a teacher and their impressive effort to continue to perform their essential duties against the extraordinary backdrop of the ongoing pandemic. On behalf of the College Football Playoff Foundation and ESPN, we would like to donate a $1,000 Donors Choose gift card to Quenisha Smith, a special education teacher from Fayetteville High School and wife of Arkansas running back coach Jimmy Smith, for her hard work and commitment to the kids in their classroom. She will be able to use the money for any school resources the student needs. And you got to believe Miss Smith is happy with her husband's work tonight. Over 200 yards rushing on the ground. They're working tonight, boys.
That's a good night for that family, isn't it?
That's awesome, man. And we ran right by Fayetteville High School. That thing's beautiful. I mean, it's a big high school. I looked left. I was like, my goodness, I didn't know there was another college on campus.
I also didn't know there was such an incline to about every street in Fayetteville on our 5-mile jog this morning.
Tonight was literally uphill in every direction. I realized that quickly. I feel bad for the students having to walk uphill to class. It was greatness.
Rivalry renewed. Let's check in with Matt Barry in the studio.
Guys, the big one in the big house. Michigan taking on Washington. Wolverines up 3-0. Blake Corum, 1 cut, gone. 68 yards for the touchdown. Michigan takes a 10-0 lead, 7.5 left in the second. And what about what Mississippi State is doing to NC State? Will Roger to Jaden Walley for the touchdown. It is all Pirate, 21-3 in the third.
That's a big night for Mississippi State. That NC State team, that was a team that many people were making a trendy pick. Like, who do you like just behind Clemson? A lot of people said NC State, but here's Mississippi State up big in the second half. That ball is knocked out of the hand of Card, and that is being played as a fumble, and Greg Brooks recovers it for Arkansas. They're going to look at this one, but Greg Brooks did the right thing, said, I'm playing that as a live ball. Is this knocked out of the hand of Hudson Card?
Wow.
Zach Williams got in there as Hudson Card was bringing up his motion.
And it looks like as Hudson Card's bringing his arm back, that's when the ball's dislodged. Here it is. It's a great look at it right here. Arm coming back. There goes the ball. Long before it starts the motion forward, that call is going to stand and be confirmed. What a huge play right there by Williams.
John Perry, pretty clean cut, isn't it?
It is clean cut, but you know what? We dissect this work week in and week out, slow motion, different angles. Let me tell you, at real speed, that is a difficult call. Well done, slow whistle, let the play go through. Great judgment with the fumble.
John, why is that difficult as an official in real time? Explain that to us.
Well, none of these officials start and end with the same player. You're walking through a progression. That referee went from guard to tackle blocks, then went back to the quarterback and had maybe a half a second to take a look at a hand pass fumble.
So the turnover, and Rocket Sanders and the Razorbacks, they are just running wild inside the 10 and into the end zone. How about that pause tonight, folks?
Talk about it, Texas fans.
Texas looked so good last week. Looked so good against a South Louisiana team in a top 25 class. But this Arkansas team is different, isn't it, Greg?
It is, but this is a good run. I mean, they just bend it all the way back. I mean, good flow by Texas. I mean, they're playing hard, trying to pursue, but how about Rocket? Finding that backdoor cut as Texas over pursues, and there's nobody home. And how about the finish there in the corner of the end zone? Just a beautiful job of him turning, finding green grass, and then this. Boom.
Man got to do something. Somebody got to do something and get some type of viewership around here. You know,
right? A young man that was playing wide receiver in the spring said, man, you're too good with the ball in your hands. We got to put you in the backfield.
Here's what's interesting about Rocket Sanders, because you say, hey, he was playing wide receiver. The guy's 6'2", 225 and was playing wide receiver. So actually, size-wise, he's more the prototype that Sam Pittman and Kendall Briles are looking for. Big, strong, fast. Traylon Smith's great. He's been wonderful. He's 5'9", 190. Rocket Sanders, this freshman, he fits what they want to be.